Hello, this is my open source contribution project for Intro to Software Engineering. My name's Colin Clark. So the project that I chose for this is Godot, which is a game engine software. I've used Godot in the past and I've played games that use Godot, so it seemed like a natural choice for me. It also had many good first issues, and the one I chose was to add or improve test cases to various parts of Godot. I chose to add test cases to the functionality of the array class that Godot uses, and I chose this class because it had a lot of untested functions, and it fell under the ACM code where I perform work only in areas of competence. The first test case I added was to append array, erase, and insert. This test case is meant to test the properties after one array is appended to another, and while the combined array should be able to change and remove indexes, the array that was appended should see no change. The second one is array resize and fill. This test case mainly serves to test the fill command. The test case resizes the array to a length of 3, and then fills all indexes with 1, and then the test case then checks that each index in the array is equal to 1. Third, we have the array find and rfind. These functions find the first and last occurrences of a certain value in an array. If the value does not exist in the array, the function returns -1. For this test case, I made an array that had the values 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and the test case then runs each function looking for values 2 and 4, and then checks for the corresponding indexes for both functions. Alright, then we have bsearch, which is a function that's basically binary search. So for this test case, I made a sorted array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for this test case, I searched for both the index and the index after of the searched numbers for the inputs of 0, 3, and 6. And then we have the array reverse test case, which this function mainly serves to reverse the contents of the array. This test case, I ran it on the same array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I checked each index so that the values matched the new array 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then for the last test case I implemented is for the set function, which is used to set a certain index to a certain value. So this test case, I made it by creating an array of 3 values. Then I set the second value to 4, and then I checked to see that the value changed to 4. So things that went well with this project is that it was easy to clone and work with. It was in a language I was familiar with, C++. Arrays were a data structure that I am very familiar with. I could use the other test case files in Godot as a guide to help me make my test cases. And Godot is a software that I'm previously familiar with. So what did not work as planned and some roadblocks is that project compilation took much longer than I imagined, and many of the test cases that I tried to make I had to scrap because I incorrectly interpreted the callable class. So in the future, if I want to work on some more open source, I should not only review the corresponding classes that I want to work on, but I should also take a look of classes that work in relation to the main class that I want to work on or improve. So now let's look at the code that I made. I'm going to have a link to my contribution right here. It's shortened 3SC0FL8. Here is the main issue that I've worked on. Here's array, and here's all the other parts. So this is my commit statement. Here's my comment that I made with the pull request. It hasn't been added or anything, but here is my commit. Here's the first test case. Here's the second test case. Here's the third test case. Here's the fourth test case. Here's the fifth test case. And here's the last and sixth test case. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Sorry about the mic and recording quality, and yeah.